So today I wanted to do a DIY/hack video for you, and I wanted to do it on school. And I know it's not August, and that's normally when everyone does their school videos, but I struggle with school so much during this time of year, and I figured that like maybe if I'm having a hard time, maybe you guys are too. So I figured hopefully this video can help someone. These are just kind of like fun, different little like DIYs and hacks to make the rest of the school year easier. So I really hope that they help you out. If you're new here, be sure to click that subscribe button down below, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, I have my meeting Ariana Grande vlog. I just like did this and it was weird. Okay, and I've got a bunch of different vlogs coming up on my vlog channel, so I'll have that link down below if you want to check that out too. And let's get into the video. We are starting off with a gum hack, and this is to help you guys study. So all you need is a pack of gum, and you just need whatever kind has like a little flap that opens upwards or to the side. Basically, you just need room to like write yourself a few notes. So I'm taking a small piece of paper and just cutting it down to the right size, and then what you're gonna do is just tape this to your gum packet, and then you can write down whatever you're having trouble remembering for like a test or a quiz. So for me, I'd probably write either like a formula, or if it was like vocabulary, something like that, and it just really helps you out. So next I have a stapler hack, and this is to help you hide money. So all you have to do is open up your stapler. This can still fit your staples as well, so don't worry about that. And then take whatever money you're trying to hide and just fold it up as small as you possibly can. This should fit perfectly in the top of your stapler, and then you can just hide it and no one will know about it. Except me and whoever watches this video. Okay, never mind. Anyways, this is a notebook hack, and this is really, really helpful if you have a notebook that has either like a lot of information about one subject or multiple subjects. It's just like easier to find stuff. So what we're doing is creating kind of like a directory in the back, so you can write like math, and then maybe like you've got equations and standard deviation, and maybe you've also got science stuff in here too. What you can do is flip forward like in your notebook where you've got different notes on different subjects and match them with the highlighted color that we're putting on here. Also, these highlighters, like, they're really cute, but it drives me crazy that they can't like cover the full word. I don't know, let me know if that bothers you too. But anyway, so you'd have different colors associated for different subjects and topics, and then you can find them like in your notebook and then just highlight the pages that it starts on, so that way you can flip back through and know exactly where different subjects start. I hope this makes sense. I'm really bad at explaining things, but this is just like a really helpful way to organize. So this next hack is to help you organize at school with a tape dispenser, and you can actually do this with your headphones. So what you can do is just take your pair of headphones and a old tape dispenser, or a new one. You can like put the roll in like one of those nice like proper pretty tape dispensers that you put on a desk, and then just take the crappy plastic one and use it for your headphones. So basically all you have to do is just wrap your headphones around that centerpiece, and then you can actually leave the like speaker portions hanging off of the side. This is a good way to organize it, especially if your tape dispenser has like the logo on the side where you can like kind of hide it in your pencil pouch or something. It's a good way to like kind of hide it in class. So this next one is a pen hack, because there is nothing more frustrating than when you're going to write and you grab your pen and nothing happens, or if it's like really faint ink, still super annoying. So very, very carefully with a lighter, you can run it over the tip of the pen just for like a second, and this will like kind of warm it up and then help the ink actually come out. So if you're not comfortable with this, maybe get someone to help you that's older, but yeah, super, super helpful. So next, this is kind of like how to snack in class, because you know I like to help you guys out. So for this, we're going to basically be transforming a push pop into looking like a glue stick. So I'm just taking an old glue stick and very carefully peeling off the logo. You could also make your own logo with sticker paper, but the real one is going to look the most legit, so I recommend trying to use that one. So this was like a really small glue stick, so if you can find like a bigger one, it would probably look a little bit more legit. But I'm taking my push pop with an X-Acto knife and just very carefully, actually not carefully at all, I just ripped that thing off there. Okay, anyways. Then I'm very carefully placing the Elmer's glue logo on top of the push pop. I also broke off that little thing on the cap just because that looked a little suspect, and like that's not what a glue stick looks like. Now I'm not gonna lie, this still like kind of looks sketchy, but for the most part your teachers are distracted and they're not really gonna know, so you can just put that in your pencil pouch and yeah. This is another sneak things into class hack slash DIY. For this, you just need gum and a tape dispenser. Now, I know most teachers do allow gum, but some of them are like, nah girl, you can't have that, so that's why I'm here. So what you can do is take like the Hubba Bubba roll and just peel off the paper and take it out of the container. Now, I washed my tape dispenser first just to make sure it was nice and clean, so I recommend you doing that first. And then I'm placing it over, and you're gonna see like the center part is going to like pop up. You can just remove that and actually put it back into the original gum container. That way you're not wasting any of it. And as you can see, it fits perfectly in the tape dispenser. And because the tape dispenser has like the paper on the other side, when you set it in your pencil pouch, for the most part, you really can't tell. And like I said earlier, teachers are way too distracted to really look that closely at your school supplies. So you can just like grab a little from your pencil pouch. They won't know, and you're good to go. Also, like, not trying to get anyone in trouble, low-key. Like, you should know all these probably have risks and stuff, so yeah. Anyways, moving on. This is a marker hack that I saw on Pinterest, and I thought it was really, really cool. And this can be helpful for, like, just making note-taking more interesting, or, I don't know, sometimes in class, teachers are like, just do your thing. I have too much stuff to do. Leave me alone. This could be something you, like, entertain yourself with. So you can transfer, like, the dye from one marker to another just by pressing them together, and it creates kind of, like, a cool ombre effect. Now, I tried to do, like, one giant like rainbow one, and it didn't really work well with these kinds of markers, but I recommend just doing like 2 colors at a time because that works really, really well and it looks super cool. I also did this with highlighters as well, and it just gives that really cool like color changing effect. And again, I just think 2 colors works a lot better than like 4 or 5 colors. It just gets a little bit messy. The other thing was I tried to use these highlighters regularly after, and they work just fine, so you don't really ruin them either, which is cool. So this is like a DIY pencil that I actually saw my friend Catherine do, and I wanted to try it out and show you guys. Hers is way, way better than mine, so I'm gonna have it linked down below. But I took like this was actually charcoal because I couldn't find pencil lead, and I think that was probably like the #1 thing that gave me issues with this. Also, I know a lot of you guys like perfect, like pretty DIYs, and I really do my best, but I also want you guys to like see realistic attempts, and not all my DIYs are perfect, and I like want to show you guys that. So for this DIY, you need Mod Podge and different pieces of tissue paper. You could do whatever colors you wanted, but I wanted to do like a rainbow one. One of the things I messed up on was that my pieces of tissue paper were really way too big. Mine were about 4 inches wide, and they really could have been about 1.5 inches. The other thing was that I definitely used way too much Mod Podge, and I didn't let it dry and become tacky enough. That's something else that's really, really important. If you use too much, it gets just kind of like soggy, and it takes forever to dry. So basically, just less is more with this DIY. I'm telling you, it just works out way better that way. But you want to roll each piece of paper, and what I found works best for me is just to let them dry a little bit in between each step, because I'm telling you, it's just like so much Mod Podge that it's difficult for all of this to dry properly. So once you're done, the last thing you want to do is finish off with a piece of regular construction paper, apply Mod Podge to it, and roll it just like the other ones, and then you want to let this sit out and dry. Now, I really recommend letting it dry all night, just because I'm telling you, like, every time you think it's dry and then you try to sharpen it, you will ruin it, trust me. You could also do different color paper. Like, I did a polka dot one that was also kind of cool, but the rainbow one is definitely the coolest, so I recommend trying that one. So once it's dry and you're all done, you can go ahead and take your pencil sharpener and start to sharpen this. Now, also, I really recommend getting like proper pencil lead, because one of the things that really messed me up was I used charcoal and it was just super messy. Yeah, main takeaways: let it dry, less is more, and just be patient with it. So last but not least, I have one more DIY for you, and this is like a gum USB. I just think this is super cute, and it was so easy to do. I just had to show you guys. So all I did was I took a stick of gum and I removed all the little individual pieces, and then I put the USB in there just to make sure it fit properly, and there was actually a lot of extra room in there, so I ended up leaving one of the pieces of gum in there, which sounds really gross, but I swear it just fit perfectly, and I was like, hey, why not? Then I applied hot glue to both sides and just slid it in there, and then I used my hands just to like kind of press it down. You just want to be careful because hot glue is obviously hot, and I don't want you guys to burn yourselves, but that's all you have to do. It's really cute, and I like it a lot.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about anything, as always, you can leave them down below.